Welcome back to Satisfactory. We are in the midst of building out our motors factory. Last episode, we got all the infrastructure in place, and now we're officially ready to give this thing a go. I'm gonna blueprint these if I can. Let's see if we can get this blueprint on the bar. Hello. One moment. Okay, this one is... All right. Once you get into search mode, getting things on the bar can be a bit of a challenge. There we go. 3 and 1. Perfect. Okay, let's... This lifty deal here. We want to get this right. I'm thinking that actually might be perfect. Let's get confident. Click it in place. Then we'll hit blueprint mode. H that. I think that's a solid placement. We'll let that come into being before we make any other choices. Interesting idea here is we could eliminate this belt and put one in like this, like we did on the other side. Okay, and then do we want to drop down to the same location? Probably not. We probably want... Let's see, so if we lift this up, then we could go under with the other. That's motor output. That's motor output. So this is input for a single item, which is deuterium in this case. Let's see if this lines up. It would be unlikely if it were. Yeah. We're going to line it up here. Let's do that. No, wait, that's the input. We're gonna line it up right here. Something like this. I believe that to be right, though we honestly have not really fully tested that. That's a little crooked, but we'll worry about that in a second. I want to get the basics of this layout in place. So now we could theoretically just go over on the coal since it's now on the outside line. Theoretically, once we're done, we don't need any more, right? Because we're gonna do all the heavy lifting by way of vertical service layers. I think another lift will lower this back down like this, and then we'll swoop this in. So this one's all done. It has all three. This one has 2 of 3. So let's get this iron ingot put in place before we do anything else. I could just lift this up again, but I kind of don't want to do that. Problem is I really can't lower it. I could split it here and then go under, maybe. think we need to get rid of that. Let's give ourselves a nice 1 meter foundation. Coated plastic. And then just do all the same stuff we just did.
I don't know. Have a good day.
Maybe we should turn our little headlamp on here. Oh man, getting this lift built is gonna be how are we gonna find this? Finding this snap point. Maybe we'll get lucky and we can stand on this. Oh yeah. Okay, this side is done and done. Except now we need to get... I suppose the easy side of this is just to pull... pull the motors out. Yep, that's the motor line. And then I suppose I could just do the same thing over here. Suppose put a merger on here, say right in the middle. It's a splitter. We want a merger. That side is totally done. Deuterium ingots are going in. Coal is going in. Iron ingots are going in. Motors are coming out. Same over here. Oh, those shadows are something else, aren't they? Motors are coming out. Motors come out here. Go down that line. All those motors are done. I think a merger here. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, those are already done. I don't need another merger there. So what we are left with... we need to get Deuterium down here. So let's pull this out. Wait, where's the Deuterium lineup? Back here? Uh-oh. So we'll drop this and we'll put in a splitter merger dealy right here. Okay, that gets us our last little bit of required Deuterium. And then we should be able to reconnect this like that. It's so cool seeing all the stuff come in. Now, we need coal on this side. Oh, and we need to connect. Wait, what is this doing? What is this one doing? That's connecting motors output. That's Deuterium input. So this needs coal. Oh, I see. This is Deuterium. Right? Yeah. It's actually the last one of this block of 4. Motors, iron, coal, Deuterium. How do I get that Deuterium in there? Or how do I get this coal in here? I could do some underwater, some subsurface building here. Okay, so we've got those two set up, potentially ready to go. That was a total miss. We put a splitter on here. Like that. And then jump over here. Technically, we don't need a splitter. But I think I'm going to put one in anyway, just so it lines up perfectly. Like that. And we'll put a little bit of coal in here. Someday in the distant future, that will be fun to trace for the purposes of updating the belt, but that's a problem for future me. Okay, so motor, iron, coal. Now we need deuterium. Let's just do a little splitter right here. Well, I could split it at height. Okay. That's a lot, but I think it's all, I think everybody has it. Let's power this thing. I think we also might need to put some... Oh, I was going to zoop a little bit here. Zoop this bridge. If we have enough plastic. I want to have a solid space to zoop so we can put in low profile underwater power supply. But you have to do it without swimming. Interesting. Huh. I didn't think you could build while you were swimming, but there you go. I just did it. That's a hack. I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that. Because if I try, it won't even let me open my build menu otherwise. But if I'm above the water, I can. Middle mouse button is a hack. Well, now that I know it, I'm gonna make use of it. All right, so where does the power gonna come from? I think we ran a little bit of power over here for our hyper tube. Autosave. I think we need to get it as kind of tight as possible, and then we'll go underground here. Okay, now where do we want to power up here? Actually, speaking of building underwater, let's get this done. Totally not supposed to be able to do that. But I gotta tell you, it's way easier than dealing with it. Let's see. Somewhere in here is probably a good place for the power to connect. All right, now I'm abusing it, but hey, if you're gonna let me do it, I'm gonna do it. Copy the power line. Hmm. We need... Did we not leave our place to connect the power? Oh, there we go. And I'd like to think that I connected both levels. Good job, previous me. Oh my goodness, what did I do here? Look at the speed of that. How did I build a Mark 1 lift? In what world? In what world? This one only needs 10 per minute. This one needs 15 per minute. And a Mark 1 belt does 60. It's more than enough, so we're gonna leave it. That first side is powered. Oh, we actually didn't build the second side yet. Let's see if we can get that. Slip that in. What else do we need? We need some cable and some encased beams. I'm worried now that we don't have enough materials, believe it or not, with all the amazing amount of stuff that we have. I really want the ability to middle mouse button a blueprint. I know that's unrealistic, but it's going to take a while for all this storage to back up sufficiently. Because, you know, this is not a splitter. This is an industrial storage container with multiple outputs. So just because I have some inputs doesn't mean it's going to give you some here and some up there. But eventually, once everything starts to manifold in, everything will kick on. Looks like some stuff made its way up here. If I grab all of these. Yeah. Needs to overload the lowest level. Okay, so let's get in here and get some power going. Should be able to use this to connect this. That should get 2 levels of this going. We actually should have motors coming out. Of course, I've already connected everything. So the motors that we made have already been sent all the way back to storage. Let's cut the belt right here. So that way, if we ever do make an engine, sorry, a motor, we'll be able to see it on the belt. Kind of like the look of this. It's very much a neon factory, picking all the most neon colors, so shouldn't surprise. I want to see at least one engine before I go any further. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a whole bunch right here. Oh, that's right. We have to connect these 2 blueprints still. Good reminder. See, that's why I cut that, so we could double check our work. All right, well, motors are being made. So I'm going to call that successful. They're getting kicked out here, sent down. I don't see any backed up motors. And I just saw one go through. Getting looped around, put back into here, dumped down here. And it comes out right here. Okay. I think we're all set. All right, so now the fun part. We have 2 levels of that done. We want 10 levels total. So, and that's 8, 16, 16 times 16. Let's get it. $16. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of steel. Holy moly. Let's put back some of this concrete. Oh, we actually need a ton of it though. 8,500 concrete is a lot of concrete. You know what? We're gonna do half of this. All right. That, I think, gives us enough room to actually work the requirements. Some of these things are just so terribly stacked. 50 items per stack is just so bad. And we'll grab that and that. What's left? Oh my goodness, there's still a lot left. Thousand pipe. Oh, this is still our deal breaker. We're gonna have to get the copper sheet. Maybe you can put back one of the steel beams. And then we'll just grab whatever encased beams we can get. And we'll have to come back after we build a few. Let's overdo this and use our hyper cannon. Get a look at what we're doing here. So 8 of them will be 10 total height. Okay. Let's build the motors first. I think that's actually perfect. It's getting kind of tall. We want 5 more like that? Oh my. That's getting real tall. You know, I don't trust that. I feel like it didn't build right. I'm going to edit my to-do list and increase this by 1. At some point, we are going to have to double check and make sure that we have the right number being built. Oh, wow. We are totally short on beams. Just want to get a look at this from the street. See how tall we're actually going here. Oh. This is gonna be ridiculously tall. We're too far away to get the snap point. Sometimes I think it would be easier if I had hover. And yeah, I know I could just click on flight, but I honestly think that's cheating for me. So that's theoretically 10. Can I land on this? Guess not. Totally not. Just slid me right off. All right. Let's take a look and see if there's a legit way to count these. Two lights, 4 lights. You know, if I logged out and logged back in, I could see the signs. That would be the easiest way to count it. Let's do that. The signs don't kick on when built from a blueprint until you log out and log back in. I need to get an angle where I can actually see all of the levels. A Criterium refinery doesn't seem to be operating at full speed. Might have to check that out. Okay. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 10 exactly. That is the height. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think what I'll do is I will build this half of this tower. I get the feeder put in place. We'll connect everything, power it up, and then we'll call it. So with that, we need what, 8 feeders? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more feeders. And then we'll add a little bit of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're done. And getting these angles, man. When you start building way above your height. Really? Not even blueprint mode. All right, here's what we'll do. We're gonna have to build a few of these. How many more do we need? 3? Or should we just build this whole side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more. If we built both sides of it, that'd be 8 more. Maybe we should hyper cannon our way up there. Now I have the opposite problem. Maybe we should just hyper cannon up one more time. That worked. So now it's a matter of like figuring out a pattern to get this built out. Right? We got to do the motor. And I think here we've got three entry points. And then somewhere in here, we got to deal with power. So I think it might make the most sense to just go through this whole thing on the power alone. So we're not switching back and forth. Yee. Plus, when we go back up to belt everything, we can double check our power. All right, I think we're going to have another problem when it comes time to connecting everything else. Did I switch lines on us? I feel like something weird might have happened since this side's halfway built. Oh yeah, that is something weird. We got to connect you straight down. To you. Glad I listened to my instincts on that one. Okay, I think these are all connected now. Don't know how easy it's going to be to confirm that. Let's use the hyper cannon one more time. Okay. At the very least, it has power. Kind of a beautiful view. All right. So I think that's all I have to do is connect those 4 belts. No, that can't be right. I've got to connect the front parts too. Right. I technically could delete these top ones, but I don't know that I'm gonna. So it might be, again, ever so faster. Just click these in. Then drop down. One of those things that when you go to build with blueprints, remembering that you have to connect all the blueprints is easier to think about when you're only connecting in one dimension, right? So if you're building a road or a train station, or I'm sorry, train tracks, typically you only have to worry about connecting two sides, and typically within that it's usually only one side at a time, because usually one side's connected and then you automatically connect the other side. So by the time you connect one side, the other side's already connected. But in this case, we're dealing with connections in multiple dimensions. It's something else. I mean, stuff might be going up there. One more boost with the cannon. Oh boy. Well, Kateria made it. Well, that's cool. Okay, so now we just need to connect these 3 belts. Bell and the output. So 4 belts on each level. Ooh, Glad I checked up on myself. Missed a belt up there. I think I'm gonna stick to just this side, so that way it's not a matter of like half of it being built and the other half not being built, and then this constant question. Just gonna build that. Then that. Then that. Then that. There we go. Drop down. A little bit of tap flying over. Hey, motors are coming in. Motors are going out. Motors are going down. We are making motors, people. Some of these, like half of this line is going to be so full of material ready to go. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna just give you some pipes. Just enjoy those. I see pipes going back to storage. And we are already, well, this looks like we're fully utilizing these lines, but what we're really doing is totally utilizing the lines to pack in a whole bunch of storage. I mean, if anything crazy ever happens to the supply lines for these things, this factory will run for an extreme amount of time before the impact is even felt. So effectively, I just need to do that same thing 3 more times or 2.5 more times, depending on how you count it. And I'm not going to have you sit through me just doing the exact same build over and over again. What I think I'll do is I'll do 2 of them. I'll leave one of these towers to be built, but I'll do this one and the rest of this one off camera. But it's exciting to see all that stuff that we built in our mind's eye actually come together. And it's really cool to see all the stuff flowing in and out. That is going to be, that's one of our taller buildings, I have to admit. A lot of building. Okay, I think we're done. Like I said, I'm going to build the rest of this off camera. Not the rest of it, but, you know, the towers, the repetitive stuff. And then I'll come back. We'll probably put together a blueprint to build a facade. And then I'll use the inserts, these inserts right here to put the motor sign on there. And then maybe we'll do some fun lighting. I think this building deserves a little bit of lighting. Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with something cool for the lighting. That's definitely gonna be a work in progress. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.